everyone. Today on the Métis Mix-up we have Molly here. She's going to be giving us a Christmas baking recipe using blueberries. Molly will tell you a bit about herself and what we're going to be making.
Hi, my name is Molly Wagar. I'm 17 years old and I am a Métis youth and I'm the owner of Sweet Bakes. Today we're going to be making Blueberry Almond Poppyseed Muffins.
First, we're going to start off by preheating our oven to 350 degrees and gathering all of our ingredients. Once you have everything all set up and organized, we're going to start by adding 1 cup and 1/3 of a cup of vegetable oil to our bowl. Next, we're going to add 1.5 cups of whole milk into our bowl, and we're going to mix it all up until it's all incorporated. Once your milk and oil is all mixed together, we're going to add 3 large eggs into our bowl, and we're going to mix it up again until everything is all combined. Finally, for our wet ingredients, we are going to add 1.5 teaspoons of almond extract and 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract. Moving on to our dry ingredients. In the same bowl, we're going to add 2.5 cups of granulated sugar, and we're going to mix until all combined with our wet ingredients. Once your sugar has dissolved into your wet ingredients, we're going to add 1/2 teaspoon of salt and 2.5 tablespoons of poppy seeds. In the same bowl, we're going to be adding 3 cups of sifted cake flour. I generally like to use cake flour in my baking since compared to all-purpose flour, it is ground extra fine and has less gluten, which will result in a lighter, fluffier texture of our finished product. For our chemical leveling agent, we are going to be using 1.5 teaspoons of baking powder. The baking powder will create carbon dioxide bubbles, which will cause our batter to expand and end up giving us a light and fluffy texture. Now we are going to slowly mix our batter together until everything is incorporated. We want to be careful that we are not mixing our batter for too long so our muffins don't become dense. Finally, for our muffin batter, you're going to add 2 cups of blueberries. It doesn't matter whether you use fresh or frozen blueberries, just whatever you have on hand and whatever's in season. Now that our muffin batter is done and our muffin tins are aligned, we're going to scoop about 1/2 cup of the muffin batter into each of the liners. If you want with this recipe too, you can also turn it into a loaf. However, you do need to adjust your baking times accordingly depending on the size of your loaf pan. Once all of our muffin batter is scooped into our muffin liners, we're going to go ahead and place this into our fully preheated oven. Since all ovens work differently, you have to keep a close eye on your muffins, but generally the muffins will take 20 to 25 minutes until they are fully cooked. You'll be able to tell when they're done when the top is golden brown. You can insert a toothpick into the center of the muffin, and if it comes out clean, it is generally done. And also, if you lightly press the top of your muffin and it bounces back, that is also a good indication that they are done. While our muffins bake, we're going to do a bit of a cleanup, and then we are going to get started on our almond glaze to go on top of our muffins. In a large bowl, we're going to add 2 cups of powdered sugar, 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 teaspoon of almond extract, and half a cup of whole milk. We're going to whisk this together until it's all smooth and everything is all incorporated into our glaze. Once your muffins are done baking, we're going to take them out of the oven and we're going to set them aside until they are fully cooled. If you need them to cool a bit faster, you can always place them in the fridge to speed up your cooling time. Now that our muffins are all cooled, we're going to place our almond glaze into a piping bag, and I'm going to drizzle the glaze over all of our muffins. While the glaze is still kind of sticky, we're going to take our chopped almonds and sprinkle those on top of all of our muffins, and then add a few more poppy seeds on top of the muffins as well.
So here is the finished product. We have our Blueberry Almond Poppyseed Muffins, and then we added a almond glaze on top with almond slivers and poppy seed.
And thank you, Molly, for coming in, and make sure you guys check out her page, Molly W Sweet Bakes, on Instagram, and stay tuned on our social media to see if we have any baking classes or cooking classes with her again in the future.